Hello and welcome back to another mount video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni. This one has been a long time coming, I'm sure you'll agree. This is the Air Force mount. Oh yeah, how cool does that look? If you follow me recently on Twitter, you will know that I've been on a crusade of sorts lately to capture as many old raid mounts as I can, going back through old content to get as many of them as possible. We got Alta Roite the other week from Neo XDeath, and this week we absolutely laid the smackdown into God Kefka in Sigmascape 4 Savage. Clearing this 9 times unsynced got us the 9 mounts we wanted for our raid group, and in reality it only took us about 2 hours to farm, with that amount of breaks included as well, like a couple of breaks here and there. It wasn't that bad. The mount is a guaranteed drop, and honestly the fight itself isn't that hard, especially closer to a 500 average item level on unsynced mode. You pretty much end up skipping so much of the fight at level 80, it's frankly hilarious, and I would highly recommend going and doing this if you've got a group of friends. So anyway, it's a really cute looking plane, and I've wanted this one for ages since it was delivered to us in the Omega Raid series in Stormblood, and since we didn't have a static back in Stormblood capable of doing content like this, it feels really good for me to go back and just sort of kick in the bosses a little bit, like punching bags, and knock them about. So let's read this bad boy's text then. Call into battle Air Force, a flying weapon of masculine destruction somehow smuggled from Omega's Sigmascape. From the amount of ordnance equipped, one can gather that this oddly shaped airship was employed in battle. However, being from the Sigmascape, who employed it and when are anyone's guess. The shark maw painted on its bow suggests it's an underwater civilization. The hidden text reads, "Transforming the wonder of air travel into a means for delivering death is blasphemy on the highest order," a quote there of Tataramu. This mount pretty much shares its core skeleton with 2 others in the game, the Whisper Go and the Whisperer Go-Go mounts, both of these ghosts from the Yokai Watch event, which will be returning to the game, I believe, sometime this summer. You can clearly see the culling of the legs on your character so they don't poke on the other side on this particular model, and they've carried on that same theme with the plane as well. It's a really quite different design. There will be people who dislike this mount based on its chibi-esque look and of course its size, but in relation to what it's actually designed over, I think it's really brilliant. Tons of you will be asking one more question of me that we've not answered yet. What is the mount music? Oh, you're in for a real treat here because it's dancing mad. What a fantastic little mount, and an even nicer version of the Final Fantasy VI there, Dancing Mad theme. Absolutely bringing back too many memories for me to comprehend right now. Kefka honestly was just this truly one of the best villains, I think, from any of the Final Fantasy games, and this little plane will be a really great reminder for me of that game, and with the Air Force boss itself that you face in the floating continent that pretty much looks like this, and it's been faithfully reimagined in our wonderful MMO as a boss, and indeed now as a little miniature mount here as one of the ads from that fight. I'm loving this personally, and I suppose the next mount on my list is the Alphascape reward. Watch this space, maybe I can do that. We'll try it out next weekend. Thank you all kindly for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Man, I think these little shark bomb things are frankly one of the cutest and most devastating things you could have. Imagine if you could actually use this. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, I've got some to do. See you next time.